All right.
All right.
This time we're checking out Darksburg.
Yes.
This game was given to us as a key from the developer to check out for them. This game is in early access, so it's pretty early still. There's like, it seems the game's like feels mostly done, but it seems like they're probably going to add more maps and characters.
Okay, hold on. Now hold up a sec. I would like to point out we do have two very special guests. Ramen King and Zinch.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys wherever you are.
Yeah, so these,
I mean, Zinch is everywhere and nowhere all at once, so
that
like...
doesn't make any sense.
so these were real
He's
players.
Zinch.
These were real players, and Barag is the werewolf guy that everyone hates and nobody plays, and if you ever get stuck as him, most people just leave the game. That's how boring that guy is.
Huh? Does he really have like a plank and a flail when he's a werewolf?
Yeah, so, okay, here's the thing about the characters. When I first saw this, I thought it was a Diablo clone. It is not.
Okay.
This game is actually a Left 4 Dead clone.
Well,
An ARPG Left 4 Dead, huh?
Yeah, and so the idea is that so they have right now they have 4 characters. I don't know if they intend to add more, but it feels like that's the plan. And it's sort of semi-inspired by MOBAs. So each character has a passive, 3 abilities, and an ultimate ability.
okay, sure.
So this guy is Runolf. He's the tavern keeper. His thing is he collects mushrooms, which charges up his right-click attack or ability, which gives like temporary health. So in Left 4 Dead, that would be like pills, essentially.
Gotcha.
Oh, and I should also mention there are actually 2 control schemes. There's a like WASD with mouse control scheme, and then there's like the MOBA control scheme in which you like left-click to move, right-click to attack, and that sort of thing. So, like, the weird thing is, the control scheme is easier one way on some characters and harder the other way with other characters. So, for instance, the person who's playing Zeech there is playing a ranged character. Because there's typically so many enemies on the field at once, you have to constantly...
Oh shit, someone hit the car.
You have to constantly hit shift in order to,
Damn.
yeah, this is like the equivalent of the tank. He just comes up and starts beating on people.
Baron Manfred von Darksburg.
Yes. Anyway, so as I was saying, in one control scheme, you have to hold shift to like attack without moving, because there'll be several times where you like click on something because you intend to like walk there, and then there'll be an enemy there, so you just attack them, and then you get killed by all the like other dudes who are just running around. So on that character, very much like the control scheme makes more sense to go with you know, the WASD controls. On other characters like Varag, for instance, the werewolf guy, he has a shield that always faces where your cursor is. So if you could do things like, or it doesn't always face the way your cursor is. It's like if you are shielding and you're moving in that direction, it has the shield in that direction. So in mouse click mode, it's easier to control him because it is always facing where your mouse is. In WASD mode, if you start going backwards, like trying to walk backwards, it'll turn you around so you're shielding against like where the direction you're moving. So it actually makes it more frustrating to control him in that mode.
Huh.
I don't know if that's something that he'll fix or you'll just have to like decide, but
I wonder if the developers have it that way intentionally because they know that some of the characters will control better one way or the other.
From the sound of it, reading through developer commentary and stuff, they intended it to have all the characters control like MOBA characters, but people asked for WASD controls in the closed beta for it.
Huh.
So it's something that they added later.
I see.
But yeah, so I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, so this game, like I said, it was Left 4 Dead. It's the same kind of stuff. Like, you go through, there's like hordes of monsters. Occasionally, there'll be more that show up, like a horde is coming, and then other times, you know, you have to like collect things to activate a thing to open the door and that sort of idea. There's like healing salve, which is the equivalent of like a med kit kind of. Although they have a more different-y med kit, which is like a smaller med kit. There's an outhouse, which you revive dead people that have
yes,
died.
Instead of a zombie locker or whatever the hell it was.
Right, or like a closet or just whatever it was randomly. I think it might have been an outhouse in some of the games, but
yeah, it wouldn't surprise
like
me.
the swamp one and stuff. Yeah, but I don't know. Like I actually really like the idea of a Left 4 Dead style game where you're trying to make through it like a horde with different characters who have different abilities, because it sort of keeps things fresh.
Like Vermintide.
Yes, like Vermintide. Although, like, Vermintide is, like, more of the characters play more similarly in Vermintide, I think. Because at the end of the day, you sort of have a couple different weapons and, like melee weapons, and what... Like, a longsword or a two-handed sword on one character and a two-handed sword on a different character feel mostly the same, even if they're a little bit different. Whereas, like, other than left-clicking, all of the characters feel very different from each other. Things down to, like, this guy is obsessed with mushrooms, so I'm, like, constantly trying to get mushrooms. To the point where I have to abandon that mushroom because no one's willing to help me get that mushroom.
No one wants to help you get it, I see.
They can't even see the mushrooms either, so I'm the only one who can see the mushrooms.
Oh, so
I'm
that
picking
person's
up
like, what the fuck's this idiot doing?
Yeah, pretty much, because I wanted that little mushroom. Because I need to get mushroom constantly to charge my my left click ability, and then also I think it heals me a little bit, and then it also charges my ultimate faster if I collect mushrooms. So, like, he is very much incentivized going after those mushrooms constantly. Whereas, like, the person Zinch is playing, I forget that character's name, that person, like, has a thing where the more times it kills an enemy without being hit, the more its, like, damage and attack speed goes up. So you're, like, trying to constantly run away from things and not get hit, and you have to, like, dodge and stuff more actively than other people do. Whereas other people can kind of tank, especially this dude. Runoff can, like, his ultimate is like a big heal, so you just put it down and start fighting in it. Whereas that, even if there is a heal there, that hunter guy might not want to do that anyway. So yeah, they all have, like, their different play styles, and they're, like, a lot different from each other between characters than even in Vermintide. Another thing this game has, which is pretty cool, is it has special type zombies, as you would expect from a game like this, and it even has, like, the versus mode, which lets you...
Where you can become the special
zombies. Yeah, exactly. I hear, anecdotally, from what people have said in the game about the game, is that mode is very unbalanced right now. In that the special zombies are just a lot better than the players. But it's hard to tell if that's, like, because the game is sort of new. Oh, I got hooked.
Oh no!
I got smokered, and
there's that smoker zombie, and everybody's fucking completely ran away from you.
Yeah, luckily the AI comes to my rescue.
The fucking AI.
But yeah, so it's hard to say how unbalanced it is and how much of it is just straight up people aren't super good at it yet.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I went down, and now people are rezzing me. When I come back up, you start with less health, kind of like in Left 4 Dead, where... I don't think they literally give you less health in Left 4 Dead, but if you... Like, every time you go down, like, after 3, you just can't go down anymore. It's the same kind of thing, except it also just makes you have less health.
I see. That's scary.
Yeah. That was the fishmonger. He throws nets at you and has, like,
Is that like a special
attack.
zombie or like a boss?
Yeah, the fishmonger is a special type.
What is that crazy hay roller? Is that like a trap you can push the zombies into?
No, what we're doing is we're collecting hay bales to stick in it to charge it up so that it creates a giant hay bale that will break through the fence we're trying to get through.
I see.
Right now there's 4 maps and 4 characters.
Okay.
I assume they intend to add more because based on like where the game is at, because it feels mostly done and it runs pretty well from my experience, but it seems, but it's still in early access obviously, so it seems like what they're doing is mainly bug fixing and potentially adding more characters. I don't know if that's going to be like a free thing or DLC or whatever.
Adding more characters over time is always a good way to increase the longevity of your game. I think if they were smart, they would more characters for free.
Yeah, this characters, you don't have to buy any of the characters, at least at this point. They're all, like, you have access to all of them, so it's not like League of Legends or something where you have to unlock characters, so that's good.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
there's the Moira ultimate.
oh, there's the Executioner has the AI, and I saved him back this time.
Oh, excellent. See, you look out for your robot friends.
Yeah,
That's
well,
how
he
to stop
saved me
the robot
earlier, so I owed him one.
Exactly. Unlike all of these useless humans.
Yeah, right? So I just put down my healing AoE ability, and that sort of like heals over time, everyone standing in it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, in a minute we're gonna switch maps here. Or actually the map's gonna stay the same, but I switch characters. Because this was an online game and I wasn't the host of it, I didn't get to change the map. But most of the maps are fairly similar to this anyway. This isn't like... This is pretty standard. Yeah, I don't know. You have slightly different objectives, and so some of them are like harder than other ones, but...
But it's still like, go here, hit the MacGuffin button, survive the horde, move on.
Yeah, and different ones have different things. Like, one, you're trying to get into a church, but you fuck up this dude's door. So he's like, bring me stuff to repair my door with, and I'll let you in. And that sort of idea.
Yeah.
Well, if you're so good at fucking up doors, why don't you just let yourself in?
I don't know. Well, because there's, like,
Bring
hordes
me a
coming in.
Coca-Cola and I'll let you pass.
Yeah,
Gotta go down to the supermarket.
That really was a quest in Left 4 Dead 2, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes, that was like the first level of Left 4 Dead, like one of the first.
Yeah, it was either like the
active
first
Left
or
4 Dead.
second or something. Yeah. Pretty early on.
Left 4 Dead 1 was the only game that I ever got into speed running for, like ever, and I barely even played any of Left 4 Dead 2.
So when you level up with characters, by playing them a lot, you unlock perk slots, which lets you like choose from a small tree of things.
Okay.
This was new of this update. This actually wasn't in there when I first played this game, but as of this update that I'm recording, which I recorded this today, like they added like a little bit of branching paths in the perks, because that's one of the things people were sort of complaining about before the game came out.
Man, seeing your guy sure doesn't do any damage.
Well, I think I just don't care as much about killing the little zombies. If you actually looked in the statistics, I killed the most special zombies by like a country mile.
I see.
I killed 7 specials, where the next highest was 2.
Right.
You know, that teamwork, right?
Yeah. It always seems to work out that way too.
Yeah. So this time I'm playing Abigail, the nun character.
Okay.
She has a like jump attack instead of that dash thing. Her right click is like the car from Left 4 Dead. It'll attract people to it in a small radius. And then her E is like a berserker whirlwind attack, spin to win.
Ah, yes.
So this is the character that you should play, Dawson.
Yes, good.
Unless you want to play the like tavern owner supporter guy, but
I want to play Varag.
Varag. I'm sure you do, because I know I did when I played. Her passive is like she does damage, and like the more damage she does, she charges up a bar, and the more her bar is filled, the more damage she does. But it decays.
Okay, cool. So like a fury meter, yeah.
Yeah. It's called Führer.
Yeah, okay.
As in Holy Führer, I guess.
Yeah.
See, there I have the bell thing, and then it attracts enemies in the radius to it, which makes her actually probably one of the most useful characters. Just because you can pull dudes, like, away from where your objectives are.
Right. Yeah, having that be ranged is pretty nice. I would imagine that, like, with a character like this, that you would set it down at your feet.
Yeah, or you might want to, like, put it down even where people are fighting, because it makes them attack the bell instead of the players, I think.
Ah, yeah.
So
it's just like a taunt totem.
Yeah, essentially. And then it groups enemies up so that they attack, they'll get in one area so that characters like the hunter person can put down her damage field, or Runolf can charge up his, like his hammer attack thing.
Right. So, it seems like they have a lot of synergies between each other. Did they definitely say they would be adding more characters, or is that just speculation?
They didn't. But it feels like I don't see how they don't. Personally, because it's like if you're going to sort of take a lot of inspiration from MOBAs, where they have like a number of specific abilities that each of them do, it feels like the natural progression of a game like this.
Like everything down to the art style.
Yeah, well, it seems more like, I don't know. Yeah, kind of. Like the art style, the control scheme, actually sort of the level design a little bit. I was reading a blog post about it.
Yeah, it does remind me a little bit of those, like, there would be events that Dota 2 would run every once in a while that would basically just turn the game into an ARPG for a while.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I can't tell you for sure whether or not they intend to add characters. I just don't see how they do it, or how they don't do it. Maybe down the line it'll be DLC or something, or maybe they put in some sort of different monetization, but, or maybe they just do it for free, like who knows? I feel like this is the kind of game that could benefit from them just occasionally dropping in a new character to get new players. I really loved Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. And this is her ultimate. It's like a beam attack. I don't think it actually... I think you can get a trait later that makes it heal, but I don't think it does from the start.
Okay, gotcha. Ramen King's looking not too great there.
Yeah, I don't think that player's that good, to be honest. I think in this one, we survive again, except I think me and Zinch just fuck off and leave everyone else to die on their own.
Sometimes that's what you gotta do.
Sometimes, it's about winning, right? Sometimes you just have to win. Everyone gets more experience even if they're not there at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, you can't just be an asshole and fucking leave everyone else to get eaten by the zombies.
So, you know how, like, in Left 4 Dead, you might run out of health packs, but you have nothing but pills everywhere?
Ah, temporary HP.
Yeah, it's temporary health that decays over time.
So it decays, but it decays slowly, so as to... Yeah.
So the bandages give you temporary health, the healing salve gives you, actual healing.
We're gonna have to back up right here. What is the chicken, and what does it do that Zinch captured it?
So, it's an optional objective that spawns sometimes. Think of it like maybe a treasure goblin or something. Okay. It gives you bonus experience at the end.
Gotcha. Oh, so it's like one of the books in fucking, yeah. In Rat Game.
Right. It doesn't, like... It's not that big of a deal to do it, but if you see it, you might as well get it,
Right. Like Noam Chomsky.
I don't know. I feel like Noam Chomsky is more of a...
Big deal?
Yeah, that's more of a commitment than attacking a chicken for a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Noam Chomsky run.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. I believe in us.
Never... You can check my Steam achievements right now. I do not have the Noam Chomsky achievement.
Me neither, man.
I feel like
I fucking did that at one point. I'm dragged his ass.
I didn't.
Oh yeah, you like died right before the end or something, didn't you?
Yeah.
Or did it just bug out? It was something like that. Yeah.
I think something terrible.
I remember it bugging out. Because I know I've done it at least one time where it bugged the fuck out, and I didn't get the achievement, though I should have.
I feel like we did it together, and I think maybe just Dawson didn't get it or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this at least so far doesn't have an equivalent of Noam Chomsky.
Is this the only boss, or?
Yeah, right now it seems like this is the only boss. I
Okay.
assume they intend to add some more because, I mean, it's one boss. After a while, he gets boring.
Like Killing Floor.
Yeah.
They finally were like, well, let's add more than one boss.
And one thing they
Didn't
do,
help.
one thing that they do have in this game is they have multiple difficulties. So this is on normal. There's also hard and like ultra hard, I think.
Ah, right.
They probably call it like nightmare or something. I don't know.
Hurt me plenty.
Yeah. Oh, someone dropped a healing salve for me, but the AI picked it up.
Wow! The AI stole your fucking healing
Yeah,
salve?
but the AI actually probably needed it more. Oh, and I
Fair
just
enough.
got hooked by the executioner.
The fucking hooker.
So for some reason, players are like really good at reviving me, but really bad at noticing that guy.
Yeah.
Such as
You have no health, my friend.
yeah. So I've died 3 times, so they've only given me 4 health bars.
I see. Now
Um,
you have to actually use a healing salve or whatever to get all of your health back.
Yeah, except I think it only brings it up to the next highest level. So I think if I use one, it'll bring me up to 2/3.
Oh, wow.
And right now I have 1/3.
That's rough.
Yeah. Kind of a bummer. So dying sort of sucks in this game, but like, if you get lucky and the director gives you enough of the thing, then, you know, you can heal up and it'll be fine. But the director just might say, "Yeah, fuck it, none for
Yeah,
you."
you've had too good a run.
Doing too well.
I think you need to die now.
I misclicked and totally did not mean to use my ultimate there. Abigail's charge is pretty quick though.
Something.
Yeah, I opened that chest and got another bandage, and I was like,
And the bandages are the temp HP ones, right?
yeah, and it's like I'm missing 1 block. Sure, I only have 4, but like,
Yeah. That's 25% of your health that's missing, man. That might save you.
I'm like, yay, they actually gave me some. Oh no!
Oh, God! Yeah, so this does seem like pretty much a Left 4 Dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But in a good way.
top-down Left 4 Dead thing.
yeah, it feels like they're added, like they actually added enough stuff, and it feels like this game is.
And it blends stuff together well, like having the general gameplay of Left 4 Dead. Like,
Yeah.
it's definitely not a Left 4 Dead clone. It's not a first-person shooter. There's more going on than just you get different guns sometimes. you know?
Yeah, and even compared to Warhammer, or I was gonna say Warhammer, Vermintide.
Yeah.
That is right, though.
Yeah, right. Even compared to Vermintide, though, like, there is enough different here that it doesn't feel like they replace each other.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't necessarily want to play Vermintide over this or this over Vermintide. It really just depends on what I'm doing and what I feel like at the moment.
Right.
This game's actually pretty enjoyable. My only issue with it is there is sort of a lack of content right now. Like I said,
Right.
there's only 4 maps and 4 characters, so you do a few
but
runs.
being in
and
early
it's-
access, it does.
Yeah.
There is hope that it'll get more stuff.
Yeah, the maps feel more substantial in Vermintide and Left 4 Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
There's also significantly more of them.
yeah, a run takes like 20 minutes or something in this, compared to like maybe an hour or more.
Right.
I just noticed that my AI got hooked,
Oh no.
so I ran over.
Save him. Save him!
And I'm
So
like,
wait,
I'm gonna kill
does
this
that
guy.
tall grass hide everybody that's in it, including your allies?
Yeah, it creates like a fog of war effect, so you can't really
Cool.
see enemies in it, and you can't. Sometimes for some items they'll give you like a like an outline of something that's dropped there, but not always.
Right.
So this character's really good because I can just put down a thing and then like walk past everyone.
The ringing of the bell compels you, bitch!
Yeah, and then there's little mud puddles that slow you down, so I'm like walking around that.
And then your fucking archer dude has just been waiting back here this whole time for you to get there.
Yeah, good old Zinch, good old trusty Zinch, holding up this one pad.
He's holding the line.
Now there goes that hay bale.
Cool. I don't think, did we even see that happen last time?
No, I don't think I was standing next to it.
Ah.
I think I was standing next to it when it got put in there, but I didn't see it go through the fence.
Yeah.
See here, me and Zinch are just, fuck this. Let's get
Yeah,
out of
fuck the
here.
rest of them.
So me and him are together, but everyone else is just completely...
Yeah, but the other guys don't have as strong of movement and slowing abilities as you guys do. That's
Well,
not fair, you're
everybody
leaving behind.
has a jump, like some sort of movement ability. The only one who doesn't actually have a jump is Runoff, but he has a dash thing. So everyone can do that. So it's not as if they're being slow, is what I'm saying. It's not like we're just like ignoring them and
Yeah,
like
that's what I
abandoning
used to
them.
say when I was speedrunning Left 4 Dead and leaving the other 3 people behind.
Yeah. The only thing is, like, this person went by themselves. I went with them so that we are 2 people and not 1 person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Yeah,
it's
that
better to have 2 groups of 1 people, or 2 groups of 2 than 1 group of 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But since everyone else died, we just moved on.
Well, it worked.
Yeah, everyone else died, so we're like, well, these guys made it. So yeah, that's
Excellent.
that's Darksburg. I'm actually pretty positive on it. I think some people will probably want to wait for more content for sure, but I think that it's pretty good as it is so far. So I hope that they continue and they sell well, because I'd like to see more.
Yeah. It does look pretty interesting.
Any
I haven't
questions
gotten a chance
before
to
we?
try it.
Any questions before we finish up?
No, I think I'm good on that.
Seems pretty self-explanatory.
Does it have a local co-op?
I don't think it has local. I think it's online only.
Okay.
I think people are asking for that though, so I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that they add it. But
Gotcha.
but right now, no. And I think they're also talking about adding controller support, because there isn't any of that right now either.
Oh yeah, I can see controller support being good in that game though.
Yeah. And I can see why that they don't have it yet, because I think they meant for this game to control like a MOBA, and then were surprised when people wanted WASD controls. So I think that'll get there eventually, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so thanks for joining us. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what your favorite character is. I don't know.
It's the dwarf.
It's the dwarf.
Fuck elves.
He's the tavern owner, yeah.
Listen here, you knife-haired piece of shit.
Join our
We're gonna sell free wine to elves and then burn the tavern down.
Okay. Join our Discord. Dawson streams regularly, so there will be a link for that in our description as well. If you want to support us, we have a Patreon so that you can help us out there. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time, and remember, as always,
Stay beautiful.